I definitely didn't plan this out, but here we are, Paris Marathon, Eiffel Tower. How more perfect could this have been? Welcome to Sundays in Paris. Everything is closed. I will never get used to it. As an American, Sundays are the day that we like to go out. That's like our one free day of the week, because Monday through Friday we work. Saturdays we need to catch up on just like crap we need to do during the week. So we call them chores, or just like go to the DMV, go to the post office, go to the UPS, go grocery shopping. We just need to do stuff. But on Sundays, that's our actual day to chill. That's our day. We go have coffee, we go have breakfast, we go have brunch. We actually hang out. So the fact that in Europe everything's closed on Sundays, including coffee shops, sometimes supermarkets, it's mind-boggling to me. Luckily, there's a few places that do open on Sundays, but majority of places are closed. Good news, I found out some of these big chain Carrefour supermarkets open. Oh, look at this dog. He's so cute. It's like a little princess. Hello, Joe. So, yeah, some places are open. But you can tell the city is very quiet on a Sunday morning at 9:30 in the morning. How Parisian is this, guys? Alright, I'm gonna go to Duke, my new favorite coffee shop, because it's the only thing that's open. Alright, I'm having a typical French breakfast, some black coffee, a baguette with butter and jelly, and a cigarette. Not my cigarette, but in France, you kind of have to, you'll get secondhand smoke if you're sitting in a cafe, because everything's really tidy together and everyone smokes. Sounds like there's bees here as well. Ben? Okay, so we decided to stay here for breakfast. I have an omelet with cheese and ham, hopefully. Yeah, looks like it's a plain omelet. It's okay. And then we have this bacon and eggs with butter, of course. That may have been the best French omelet I've ever had in my life. I mean, we are in France, and it's my first time having a French omelet in France, but it was just a really good omelet. Really good cheese, really good, well made. I guess it's kind of expensive to pay $8 for like a tiny omelet, but it was good. And that's kind of just how Paris is, guys. You're always going to pay between 10 and 20 euros for any meal, but it's good quality, really good food. And sitting out here, it's really like the cafe experience, Paris experience. So we just bought 10 more of these, because in Paris you use these tickets so much. Ooh la la. Alright, we are taking the subway or the metro to the Eiffel Tower. Ooh la la. So right out of the metro, we already see it. And we are perfect timing for some kind of marathon as well. Wow. I definitely didn't plan this out, but here we are, Paris Marathon, Eiffel Tower. How more perfect could this have been? Alright guys, here's our first clear view. Beautiful. Hey guys, so we are in a different country today. First time ever in France. But I didn't need to tell you that because this is probably the most recognizable landmark in the entire world. And of course you have the wall of people taking selfies and photos. But there's so many places to take it from. Here's the boat tour. We're taking photos from the river. That was cool. Did you guys realize that next to Eiffel Tower is a mosque? I've never known that. No one ever takes a photo of that. Oh wait, I don't think it's a mosque. I think it's some kind of church. Some kind of domed church. I see the cross on the top. That's how little I know about religion, guys. But yeah, never see the church in the photos. I just see the Eiffel Tower. It's like people almost purposely cut out the angle it so you don't see the church. But this is the reality. Church, Eiffel Tower. Church, Eiffel Tower. So here's the other bridge. And we were talking about how expensive these apartments must be, and these Airbnbs, hotels must be, just because as a view of the tower. Even if you have a partial view, you still pay $1 million easily. Alright, so we are buying 4 + 1. Oh, this one. Pretty good deal. 5 of these keychains for €1. Where's the cool? I don't know why I expected these to be super expensive, being near the Eiffel Tower. For 20 cents a piece, it makes a nice little keychain souvenirs, guys. But really, I just wanted to buy this to take this photo right here. So what I expected and just assumed about the Eiffel Tower is true. You can see it from so many different angles that you don't have to go like right underneath or right to the super crowded areas. Just walk around, because from like half a, I don't know, square kilometer, you can see it from every single angle, and there's so many different views. We're lucky today that it's a sunny, beautiful day, and it's about noon. It's just after 12, so this is actually pretty good. Like, you know, everybody's friendly. There's a lot of people taking photos, looking around, but it's pretty chill. It's not like this insane madness that we're gonna see as we get closer. But you actually want to be kind of far away to get the whole Eiffel Tower inside. So here is kind of the main tourist area right underneath. So you do get a very cool perspective, but you can definitely see more people here as well. Not too many of those, not as bad as I expected, to be honest. I guess September in France 2022 is not that crowded. So we're gonna buy this one?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Merci beaucoup. I think we take this one.
No, this no €1.
That's so cute. She's wearing his socks because her shoes are too painful to walk around in. Alright, so we are gonna attempt to get a little closer, but we're not sure if you need tickets. But we're not gonna spend the €35 to climb up, because I think the view is from here. Actually, there's no people even. Why? Oh, merci. Why is it free?
Because it's from the race.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Merci. So a souvenir hack is if you buy these little keychains here or near the Eiffel Tower, they're €1 each. While just a few blocks away, we bought it from, basically this exact same thing for 5 for €1. So literally 20% of the price for just being a bit further away. So guys, I ended up buying 5 more of these. At first they wanted €1 because we are under the Eiffel Tower, literally. But I told them we just bought some for 5 for €1. And without hesitation, he was like, yeah, sure. So we bought 5 more for souvenir gifts. So if you guys run into me, you get a free Eiffel Tower keychain. Alright, just like New York, there are these confidence scams. So usually a couple of these guys work with him. So that guy probably works with him. He's gonna get She probably works with him as well. So, All right, so the way that works, if you've never seen it, is he has a couple friends who will bet money, and a few of them will lose, and a few of them will win. And then you watching, you start thinking, maybe I can win too. You know, this other person won, and you bet. Of course, you're gonna lose because it's rigged, but it's all a hustle, guys. Confidence hustle. It's crazy to see it here, though. So some unsuspecting tourists are gonna get hustled right now. Here's another one. He just handed them some euros to play, to build their confidence, to show can work. I feel a little bit bad for these gullible tourists, but you know, you guys learned here. Don't play this game.
Just a sign, please.
Punch them over. Those are all scams as well. So they'll get you to sign something, and then they'll ask for money, or it'll something. There's so many little tourist scams here, guys. So be careful when you come here. Also, watch out for pickpockets. It's even worse than being in Sarajevo. So I think these nets, so people don't fall out, but it looks a bit ugly on this side. But here's where the park is, where you kind of come and chill. So here we are, guys, directly under the Eiffel Tower. All right, so, you know, it seems a bit silly, but I think most people out here don't actually understand what the Eiffel Tower is. We just know it's a very famous landmark, but did you know that the architect is actually named Eiffel? That was his last name. So that's how it got named, and this is Gustave Eiffel. And it was built, I think it was in like 1800s, for the World's Fair. So it was supposed to be a temporary exposition. They built it, and they were supposed to tear it down the next year. But they loved it so much that they just decided to keep it up, and became the world's probably most universally known landmark. So if you see this anywhere, see this photo anywhere, you know right away it's Paris, France. I don't know of any other landmark that would be that quick. Maybe the pyramids, but there's pyramids in every country. Maybe the Times Square in New York, but really just a bunch of billboards. You can confuse it for the one in Japan. I think this might be the world's most recognizable landmark. So, welcome, guys, to the Eiffel freaking Tower. So there's a ton of people here taking photos. I think there used to be security just to even get to this point, but now you can just kind of wander here. There are people walking up the Eiffel Tower, but really, I don't think it's that necessary to be inside the Eiffel Tower itself. At least for me, I am just actually surprised we're able to walk this close to it on a Sunday, end of summer, and actually be in relative peace and quiet. I think it's because there's just so many sides to it. It's a pretty big lawn. So even though there is a lot of people here taking photos, really, like, we're pretty close to it. It's still actually relatively quiet. It's cool. Alright, look at this beautiful view, guys. The further back we get, the more tourists there are. So I think if you want the good photos without tourists, don't come in the lawn. Go to the bridge where we started. So many people taking selfies. So right under the Eiffel Tower, there's a bunch of people having little picnics. I think this would be great to come out here, a little bottle of wine, baguettes, you know, have your family here. These people have a full on. So I wonder if this is actually like a kitchen where they're selling things, because this looks a little bit too nice just to be someone's picnic. Wow, look at this, guys. Absolutely beautiful. This is definitely a catered event. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Is it like special events?
Oui.
Oh, nice. Gorgeous, guys. And this also makes a really good shot for photos. Just don't go in that middle of that lawn where every single person is. Like, literally every angle of the Eiffel Tower is beautiful. Here you have the people, like the picnic in the back. So imagine like you're like here and someone's down looking up a bit. You have a great shot. So why would everybody be in this very center where it's a bad angle? It's just filled with mud, a bunch of tourists, or everybody is like, you know, going inside and taking it from inside where you can't even see the Eiffel Tower. You just see like metal gates. Those are the two worst places to take photos. Go anywhere else. Little champagne toast, nice. And one thing that you have to do if it's summer in Paris is a little ice cream. So many people just finished the marathon. You have these cool groups under the Eiffel Tower. Excuse me, what was the race today?
What was the race today?
Yeah.
It's like it's a running and walking event.
Okay.
To gain some money for cancer research.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah.
And the costumes, like everybody is dressed so like cool. Like why?
Yeah, because it's the thing where we disguise and try to have fun like this. Just
Okay. And how long was the race?
1 hour and a half.
Like I'm sorry, how many kilometers? Or...
7 kilometers.
Okay. Oh. Very
And there
cool.
was a part of 10 kilometers, but they started early.
Oh, very cool. Okay. Well, donkey vel. Good luck. So these are all the restaurants right next to the Eiffel Tower. I'm sure they're all overpriced, just for the location. And you can't even see the Eiffel Tower from here, so probably not the best idea to eat at these places unless you're starving. And even then, I would just go a few blocks away. Alright, after the Eiffel Tower, we'll head back on the metro and get some food. Oh my god, guys. Look at this. Unfortunately, we have to get no cilantro on hers, but it looks good. Bon appetit, guys. I was quite impressed. You know what? Food in France is actually just very good. I think in general, they just have a high quality standard of food and good ingredients. Always going to be expensive. I think lunch was 30 euros. That's kind of just what you pay. Like, just no matter where you go, it's going to be between, I would say, 15 to 20 euros per person for like an average meal. But it's always going to be a good meal. So, yeah, the guacamole was absolutely fantastic. Taco was very good. Burrito, nah. But the rest of it was fantastic. So, I don't know what it is about girls always taking me to cemeteries, but here we are. So here we are in what may be the world's most famous cemetery, featuring celebrities like Chopin, which is the airport is named after in Poland, which I was calling Chopin. Turns out it's Chopin. Jimmy Morrison and others, including Family Pouchard. Thank you. Right, so right by the entrance, there's a guy giving free maps. Because I think aside from just wandering around, a map might be helpful to actually figure out which graves are whose. And it's free to come in, which is actually surprising as well, to be honest. Oh, Oscar Wilde. Rothschilds. Here's boy Jimmy. It's also a bit weird that it is such a famous tourist attraction. But some of these graves are over 200 years old. As you can see. Wow, there's some really interesting graves here. Look at this. There's detail here. This one's open. Should we go inside? It's kind of creepy, right? So I can't actually understand. I have no idea who this is, but they've literally built a giant monument for themselves, for their family. This must be important, or at least rich. This is so creepy. Just sure, like the colors dripping, but also just the sculptures. I'm glad they don't let us come here at night. I've been to a lot of graveyards in the world, but this one definitely has the most elaborate graves and crematoriums, or whatever you call these things. I think these are kind of family plots, so that's why they're so big, but I don't know. I would just get cremated, sprinkle around the sea, sprinkle to my grandma's grave. It's enough. But look at this. What are these guys? Why are these so big? Such a huge building. Like this is already big. These are big. That's gigantic. So obviously we should keep these old cemeteries as a place for preservation, place for people to rest. But honestly, I don't think we should allow any new land to be used as cemeteries, because even though I'm sure at some point they thought this land in the center of Paris wasn't going to be very useful because he has small populations, now this is a huge plot of land in the center of Paris. And it's the same for every single city in the world, where they're just like random cemeteries where people could have, housing, or they could build infrastructure, or, businesses. And the fact that you buy a plot and it's forever, that's insane. Like I think in some countries they expire after a few hundred years, but yeah, like the idea of buying a plot and having it be in perpetuity doesn't make any sense. You don't know what's going to happen in the world, and boundaries and houses and businesses in 100 years from now, or even 50 years from now. This is why, personally, I don't want to take up any space. I've already taken up enough space in this world. Cremate me, just put me under a nice little tree somewhere. Sprinkle me on the off a boat into the wind. Just like let me be free. Make me into a tree. How about that? Because we didn't even look up here, but this place is gigantic, and it's right in the city center of Paris. This bird is a reincarnation of one of these guys. Baka. At least this one kind of acts like a park. A lot of cemeteries, like no one goes to them. Maybe they go to it once a year, and just wasted space. Of course, we have to go off the beaten path. These are the ones that no one thinks about, no one remembers. Maybe the family members, but aside from that, they're not very well maintained. They're just here. Look at this with all the ivy growing on top of it. Man, this would be so creepy to be here alone at night. Look at this place. So now we are looking for Chopin's grave. Oh, this one's beautiful with all the hearts, the kisses. Who's Alain Bachung? Lots of kisses on here. Wow, this Alain guy was loved by the women. He's a French singer, rock star. Where would Chopin be?